If you say you're Kurdish, there's a good chance you're from Turkey, or Iraq, or Iran, or Syria, or Armenia. Kurds are spread across 5 different countries, speak 3 different dialects, but they still identify themselves as a distinct ethnic group. So how did this group end up in so many places? Kurds were some of the original inhabitants of this region, what used to be ancient northern Mesopotamia. They lived virtually border-free under the Ottomans until World War I. Foreigners began to carve up the Ottoman Empire, and the Kurds were promised a separate homeland. But when the borders of modern Turkey and its neighbors were drawn, there was no more talk of an independent Kurdistan. Kurds have been a minority in every country they live in. One of these countries is Iraq.
لماذا قرر الاستفتاء؟ لأنه فشلت كل المحاولات السابقة.
Iraqi Kurds are constitutionally a part of the country, but they function as a semi-autonomous entity. They have their own parliament and their own armed forces, who have been at the forefront of the fight against ISIL. In fact, they've proven to be better fighters than the Iraqi army itself. For example, in 2014, the Iraqi army fled an ISIL attack in Mosul, while Peshmerga fighters stood their ground. Iraq's Kurdish region also occupies parts of the country that are bursting with oil and gas. The Kurds sell these resources pretty much independently of Baghdad. So virtually a state within a state, but with aspirations for a truly independent state separate from Iraq. Naturally, the Iraqi government isn't thrilled.
والله من يعلن عن هذا يتحمل مسؤولية إعلانه. من السهل أن تعلن ما تريد، بس ليس بنفس الدرجة من السهولة أن تطبق ما تريد.
Other countries with a Kurdish minority.
Yaptığı açıklama bana göre hakikaten çok yanlış bir açıklama. Çünkü bizim yıllardır Irak'ın toprak bütünlüğü konusundaki hassasiyetimizi biliyor.
US, which has so far armed Peshmerga fighters, doesn't want an independent Kurdistan. The fear is a domino effect. A free Kurdistan in Iraq means calls for Kurdish independence in Turkey, Syria, Iran, and Armenia. That could possibly mean redrawing borders, loss of territory, and of course oil revenue, among many other complications. Countries want that. They're also afraid that if they give independence to one ethnic minority, demands from others could be next. Meanwhile, the Kurds ask, how is that our problem?